It's your boy, Mr.MoreSets, and we back with another office workout tips video. So as you see, I dropped something on the ground, and what I did, a squat to pick it up, right? And I walked back up, out of the way. We come back, oh, I dropped my scissors. This is not the way to bend over. As you see, I got my hand on the back. You want to use them legs and those glutes. Bend down, squat, pick it up, and you're on your way. You really want to keep this in mind, guys. It's very important. When you bend over, you don't want to bend down using your back. You want to use those legs. Squat down, use those glutes, use those hamstrings, use those quadriceps. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys, this is a lot of people at work right here. Slumped, sitting, sit up, sit up. You leaned over, you leaned down, you're looking at your phone. You're on your wrist, you're on your elbow, you're putting all the pressure on your joints, you're putting all the pressure on your tendons, right? You're getting all this hunchback, all this forward neck posture. You out here looking like a hunchback Notre Dame, right? You want to use those legs and those glutes. Get up, stand up, right? Don't sit there all day. Walk around, right? Don't just get up to use the bathroom. Don't just get up to get the Uber Eats from the door, right? Don't sit slumped over. See, I'm slumped over. I'm linked on my knees. I'm linked on my arms. What I want to do is I want to keep those shoulders upright posture, right? I want to keep myself upright in a good posture. When I stand up, I want to stand up and I want to squeeze those glutes and get myself up. I don't want to have to use my hands like an old achy guy. Oh, I'm so achy and so old, right? You see I'm leaning back in the chair? No. What they told you in school, that'll make you fall down, right? Leaning over to the side, all of these mannerisms that I was standing in. No. I'm looking good, right? Oh, man, look. Did it look handsome? All right, so I'm back in the building. I stroll back in. I sit down. Now, you don't have to do it so much where you put your arms like that to sit down, but I really want to show you guys the movement that you should be trying to replicate every time you sit down and you stand up, right? Legs, glutes, sit down, stand up. Legs, glutes, sit down, stand up. You want to do a concentric and an eccentric contraction when you're getting up and you're sitting down. You're probably saying to yourself, what is eccentric and what is concentric? Don't even worry about that right now. Squeeze your butt cheeks, squeeze your legs. Get up, get down. Make sure that you're not being lazy. So what we're doing here now is I get some calves. As I told you, when you're at work, you can work out. You get those calves in, right? What am I working on? I'm working on my soleus. When the knees are in the bent position, say 90 degrees, and you're putting yourself in plantar flexion. What does plantar flexion mean? That I'm going up on my tippy toes, right? That means I'm working the soleus muscle. What is the soleus muscle? The soleus muscle is one of your calf muscles, right? And, I'm not going to get too deep into it of how it's split up or where it starts, the origin and the insertions, but you want to work that soleus. But we all know about the gastrocnemius, right? That are the two the fat, big pieces of the back of the calves that you know, right? Your calf, what you know as your calf, right? The piece that we're doing right here as I'm moving my toes back and forward, right? I'm moving it around. It's not just one position, right? Because we don't just extend our feet or tippy toe or use our calves in one position. But what it is that we want to make sure that we're strong in all of these positions, right? So before I get off track, here we go. We just getting this in. Remember, this is quick and fast. As you can see, this is a 5-minute video. I sped it up because you can do it at this speed or you can do it at your own leisure. But when you're at work and you're in the office, the workout starts at work, right? Because we want to make sure that we're keeping our posture right. We want to make sure we're keeping our core strong. We want to make sure that we're standing up, sitting down, that we're not sitting down all day, right? Now what I'm doing my tibialis anterior. So this is the reverse motion. Before we were going up on the tippy toe. Now we're bringing the tippy toe up. So what you're really doing is trying to bring the top of your toes back towards your knee, right? So all you're doing is bringing the feet up, right? And this is good for your tibialis anterior. What is a tibialis anterior? It is actually a muscle that lays on the front side of your leg. And your leg is considered between your knee and your ankle, right? Between your hip and your knee will be your thigh. So what it is that you want to strengthen that front of the leg, right? Very important. What I call the tibialis anterior is the brakes of the body, right? So when you see a basketball player and he makes a quick stop when he's dribbling, he's using that tibialis anterior. Dorsiflexion. What is dorsiflexion? Dorsiflexion is the opposite of what we said earlier, the plantar flexion. So plantar flexion was bringing the tippy toes down to the ground. So what is dorsiflexion? The opposite. Duh. We're bringing the feet back the other way. These are very important to try to make sure that you can keep away from these injuries. And if you have an injury, do some of these. So, Mr.MoreSets, you know the vibes. We in the building, and this is the office workout tip. See y'all when I see y'all. Make sure you know that the workout starts at work.
Yeah, but them jobs ain't hiring. Them jobs straight firing. You lying. Tell me get a job. Rell or ever bust off the iron. Fuck with them sirens. You lying. Tell me get a job.